Hi everybody, my name's Gene and I'm a graphic designer and illustrator. I've been working in the industry for about 15 years and we're going to do some paper crafts today. One of the first things I'm going to show you here is how to make a Moai statue out of paper. So let's jump right in. This is going to be a really fun project. Bring the kids over for a weekend and just sit at the table and do some paper folding and paper gluing and paper cutting, and let's make a Moai statue. This is really cool. So here we have a reference photo of a Moai statue, and these you'll know are most prevalent and famous from Easter Island, but you can find them in a lot of other places. It's a very early, almost unexplained tribal statue. So this is going to be the easiest way, probably the fastest way you've ever seen anyone make a Moai statue out of paper. You probably haven't ever seen a person make a Moai statue out of paper, so this might be even the first time. So I'm just going to take away our cutting surface real quick. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my sheet of paper and I'm going to fold it in half just so I have an idea of where the exact center is. Okay. Then I'm going to unfold it and I'm going to use a black magic marker so you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm just going to shoot right down that center line. You guys might want to use a ruler. I've just been drawing straight lines for so long that I can get it basically where I need it. Then I'm going to fold it in half, fold the one half in half so I get quarters. And do that again on the other side. You may not want to actually fold this with a solid crease. I'm just doing it so I can see basically where the quarter area is. And then again, I'm going to take my marker and fire a line down that side and one down the other. Again, you can use a ruler, you can just measure, you don't necessarily have to fold, because the important part here is not the fold, the important part is we're going to rough out the proportions of this Moai statue on this piece of paper. Now, you don't have to be exact, just give yourself a rough idea. So, as you can see, about halfway down is where the nose and mouth area are. So we're going to go about halfway down, and we're just going to draw a line straight across and another line right below that for the mouth. So this is going to serve as the bottom of the nose. This one will be for the bottom of the mouth. And then about halfway between the mouth and the bottom of the statue is going to be where the chin ends. So I'm going to just kind of guess here where the mouth and the bottom of the statue are. And then on top, we have a little less than a quarter of the area between the bottom of the nose and the top of the brow ridge there. So I'm going to probably just do it at a quarter for now. All right, so I've got my basic lines. Now here's what you're going to do. Take your trusty X-Acto knife or a pair of scissors, and for now, we're going to cut out, and we'll use our cutting surface so we don't cut on the table. For now, we're going to cut a line straight down the center from the top of the brow ridge to the bottom of the chin. Okay, so don't cut this bottom area and don't cut this top area. And then we're going to cut across at the brow ridge. And then across at the nose. Across at the mouth. And across the bottom of the chin. All right, now that we have that done, you want to take and roll your piece of paper, kind of try and wear out that crease if you can. Roll your piece of paper. You can roll it around a paper towel roll if you have one of those. And we're going to tape this in the back. Tape the one side, come around, and place the paper just on the edge there so that the tape is against the table. Fold the little lip over, and this should be good for now. Okay, so now we have the basic structure of our Moai statue. So this will be the base and this will be the top. And what we want to do is fold a little triangle here, just like that, from the bottom of the nose to somewhere about a third of the way in. And we're going to do the same on the other side. And then we wrap this around, and bam. Put one fold on top of the other. Instant Moai nose. All right, so I'm going to tape this front part, leaving the flap open, and then come over here and go over the top of the other fold and just tape it down. Okay, so now you can see we've got a little bit starting there. And then we're going to tape the upper lip. Now the upper lip is, we don't have to worry about any kind of fancy folding, because as you can see from our statue here in the top corner, it's just a round, so no big deal there. So we're just going to cut in a little bit here, pull this in, flip this over. Now it usually helps to tape part of the mouth first, and then you can just get underneath here and tape it together somewhere, probably right in this neighborhood here. And then for the chin, we're going to do a little bit of a fold again, because we want a little bit of an angle. So just a tiny little fold there. And actually, I'm going to probably fold it in a little bit. So you can see there, that's about where we want it. Same on the other side. Grab another piece of tape. There we go. Just about like that. And then we're going to take this bottom area, which will be the neck. And now you can take a pair of scissors, or you can just use your trusty X-Acto knife again. We're going to cut down that center line. We only wanted to keep it there before without cutting, so that we had some sort of armature, some sort of structure for our Moai statue. Tape the one end. And for this, remember, we want our Moai statue to be round, so we're going to pull the neck in quite a bit so that this bottom part actually forms a nice chin. And that's all there is to it. So there you have it, guys. The only thing separating you from having a giant Moai statue on your front lawn now is more sheets of paper. You're probably going to have to spend a small fortune on paper, but if you want, you can build one the size of your entire house based on the techniques that I just showed you, except they were small, and now you just have to make it a lot bigger. So there you go. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.